Beyonce is out here in these performing streets and she's having issues. On top of that, she's being sued. OMG, let us get into it. My darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we on this fine Sunday, my darlings? Are we living and loving? How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Darlings, we're having a meet and greet. We are having the most fabulous, the most wonderful Summer Splash Fumi Nation meet and greet on the 20th of July here in London, United Kingdom at the Novotel Hotel in Hammersmith. We are going to have goodie bags. I will be updating this event on a weekly basis just to include all of the brands that are going to be coming. We have special guests, my darlings. Oh my God. And the event is going to be from 1 to 6. And darlings, for the first time ever, you are going to have an exclusive to my brand. I am so excited. I cannot wait for you guys to be there. We are also going to have vendors. We have fashion. We have style. And for those of you that are coming from different countries, get in touch with Sabali Travel. They will book your flights for you. They will book your hotel rooms for you. They are the absolute best, and they booked for Fumi Nation last year. We're going to take pictures together. We're going to have a fabulous lunch. We're going to have fabulous cake, fabulous drinks, music, dancing. There are going to be giveaways. There are going to be prizes to be won. There is so much going to be going on. It's really an extravaganza. It is the Fumi Nation extravaganza, and all of the brands that I love for my skin, for my hair, Healthy Hair Studio, it's going to be there. The makeup, it's going to be there. All the sweets and all the treats. It's an extravaganza. It's going to be a day to remember. And yes, my darling, it's a family occasion, so the children can absolutely come. Absolutely come. We are going to have fabulous day, and it's going to be on a Sunday. On a Sunday, my darlings. So come along, come with the family, and be ready to be entertained. Get ready to be motivated. Get ready to be inspired with the special guests that we have. It is going to be like no other. And I did this especially for you, to show my gratitude for all that you have done for me all of these years. You're going to live from it. Tickets are below. There's going to be so many vendors, and there are going to be so many brands. There are going to be so many goodies. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Get your tickets. Don't say I didn't tell you. Anyway, why are we here, my darlings? We are here because we have the fabulous Beyoncé, who has started her Cowboy Carter tour in California, baby. And tonight is night 3, and we are very certain that this night is going to be very different from the first 2. Well, let me first say, Blue, you did that. Blue came out here and said, you don't even know whose daughter I am. From when she started dancing with Mama to now, I almost feel as if that it's not only the Beyoncé show, but it's also the Blue show. I was proud. I was proud of Blue. It's in her blood. And there's no other way to learn the business other than the way Blue is learning. Congratulations on your performance. Congratulations on your growth. Congratulations on your confidence. When I tell you the kiss and the little buys at the end, I couldn't believe it. I was like a proud auntie. I was like, look at Blue. And it wasn't only Blue. We had beautiful little Rumi. Oh, she was so adorable. She was so cute. As we all saw, she was so excited. She just was like, oh my God, I've been dying to come out here, and Mama finally let me be out here and do my thing. And her little X arm up. I was like, I'm doing it too, Rumi. I'm proud of you, Beyonce. You're doing your thing. Beyonce, my darling, is out here in these performance streets, and there were so many hiccups. There were glitches with the big screen in the back because it froze. You had the background dancers who did not change outfits all the way. You had the iconic arms almost hitting her because she did not have her spot. It wasn't marked. There was a whole bunch of things going on. But Beyonce, the consummate professional and fashionista and fabuloso queen, said the show will go on. The show will what? The show will go on. I salute Beyonce, and for those of you that are going to these shows, live shows, and there are glitches, there is nothing one can do. I am out here in these humble YouTube streets, and I know what happens when I go live. There's one thing happening or the other, and we had a huge, one of the biggest meet and greets in New York, and I wanted to have the big screen. We paid for it. We tested it during rehearsal, I think 2 nights before. Everything was fine. And what I had done, I had all of my bra hacks. I had all of like the fashion videos and stuff, because we wanted all of them to constantly be streaming throughout the 6 hours that we had the meet and greet. On the morning of, none of them worked. We tried, I screamed, I cried, I was so mad. There was nothing, just nothing. It just froze. And so I completely understand what happens when you're going live. There are going to be so many things, despite the fact that you have rehearsed, despite the fact that you know it to a T, especially those that do theater. You know how it is when you're on Broadway, off Broadway, or off Broadway, because you do your role every single day, maybe 3-4 times a day. So you know your role, you know your spot, you know everything. Go right on stage, what happens? That's when the dress will just rip. It's just stuff like that. So all of these little glitches that are happening, she still has, which I have to salute, the mind to be very calm and continue and remember all the words to all of the songs, and to kind of guess, where am I supposed to kind of stand and still be calm? Girlfriend, live and love. So she's out there and she's performing. She's done night 1, she's done night 2, and this is going to be the 3rd night. Beyonce, also, I want to give you some advice, my darling. Rest. You're going to need it, because we had Igor, who is a super duper TikTok fan, and he has been to the 2 concerts already, and he said he had to sleep. His voice was going, this, that, and the third. You can imagine Beyonce not sleeping because she wants to make sure that the mistakes of night 1 doesn't happen to night 2 and doesn't happen for night 3. There's going to be glitches throughout. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy Beyonce, the overwhelming audience and the energy on one human being. That is going to take a lot. So I have some clips that Igor has from the show, and I want to share also so that you can see the stage and the, you know, the magnanimousness of it all.
Y'all know Beyonce is firing people at this very moment. So we are all leaving the stadium, and I'm about to let y'all know what's been going on at night 2 of Cowboy, which I lost my voice first of all. I had to get some sleep before I can finish this video, but you know who did not get sleep? Beyonce, because she stayed up all night, and at 6 a.m. somebody has seen her rehearsing the show. Before I get into everything that went wrong last night, let's talk about the good parts. So she added 4 of her hit songs on top: Single Ladies, Irreplaceable, If I Were a Boy. She also did cut the outro of Thick, which is the All Up In Your Mind, the beginning of All Up In Your Mind, so there is no longer that fan moment. This does not exist in the show anymore, so you can watch the full video on my profile. I have it. I guess it's gonna be exclusive. I don't think she's ever gonna repeat this, and people said it's probably because of the fans, how close they got to her hair, and she probably got some flashbacks from you know which moment. Also changed a lot of the visuals, like for the Renaissance, she brought Uncle John. Also brought back the iconic Renaissance screensaver. Also a new visual before this that did not exist on the opening night. Well, now let's talk about all the mess ups that happened last night, because it's been a lot, okay? And this does not take away from the fact that Beyonce is literally the greatest artist of all time, but the crew that worked got her working until 6 in the morning. So first of all, and probably one of the biggest things that happened throughout the show is that the screens would be glitching through multiple songs, like many songs. They would just be frozen or something like that. The entire Renaissance section was a complete mess. First of all, look at her hat. It was already lifted. This whole costume did not work properly. They did not bring the stairs on time. She was literally standing there up until the girl pretty much started. That never happened. By now, first of all, the stairs were already there in all the Renaissance shows and the first opening night. But right now, look, she's like literally standing there. She does not know what's going on. During Cozy, the team forgot to mark the floor. Look at her literally being shocked. She does not know where to stand because those robotic arms can literally knock you out. Look, she's looking at the floor, trying to find where she should stand. And she's looking at the arms. She's like, where am I supposed to be? Even on this POV, you can see she's stepping back when the arm gets close to her. Because once again, look, she's literally like putting her arm in front of her. I'm so scared for her. Also, she was not supposed to hold the microphone in this moment. She was not dancing at all. People also pointed out that the dancers forgot to put on the outfits for the Renaissance section. As you can see, the first night they had the gold one, and everybody, including Beyoncé, on the second night has the gold one, but they do not have the gold the rest of the outfits. They do have the same pants, but nothing is on top. So not only that they forgot to bring the stairs, like the stairs did not even exist, but they also you can see right here the dancers are literally running for their lives because they forgot to even show up. How crazy is this? Also, one of the dancers injured herself during last night's show. As you can see right here, she just was doing the ballroom and then this is what happened. Then she posted on her IG story. She did say that she's devastated and that she injured herself. Here's another story from the same dancer. I'm so sorry that this happened to you and I hope you heal well. We also moved the honey bucket pits closer to the stage as a lot of people requested, but now I already see people complaining that they cannot see her when she's right here because they're so close to the stage and the stage is literally 7 feet. So maybe they're gonna raise it now because people complaining still, but I don't know. She was also flying this time around more around the pits, so she did make a lot of changes to set list. Some songs are not in the same place they used to be, and honestly, despite all the mess ups, night 2 definitely clears night 1. As somebody who's been to both and still going to 3. I did stream the entire last night's show, but then they took off my access to live after the show, and I do have my burner account in my bio. I will try to stream the 3rd night of LA, so go ahead. This is what the updated set list looked like last night. We do expect to have some changes night 3, so I don't think you can just like rely on this because obviously this was night 1 and it did not look the same. Also forgot to mention she did cut the ballroom section, so she cut off the straight men that were performing there, which first night I was like, why do they have more time than Honey Balenciaga and Blue Ivy? Like literally they were like there for 3 minutes just walking around. I'm like, girl, please get rid of that. She did. There's no longer straight men, but the girl that injured herself, she was the only one. Then it was Darius, then it was Honey Balenciaga, and then there was Blue Ivy. But before that, night 1, there were like 3 straight men in between, and I was like, girl, please. Yeah, these are all the changes and mashups and everything else. Beyoncé, you're still the greatest. I hope you get it right, and good luck to all the people that are no longer with us after last night. I'm talking about the ones from her team. And I'm gonna see you guys for the coverage from night 3.
Needless to say, I digress. We have James Dolan, who shoots Beyoncé a cease and desist letter in beef over the sphere because she shows that in her performance. Beyoncé got slapped with a cease and desist letter from attorneys for Madison Square Garden boss James Dolan, demanding that she ditch a video for her new global concert tour that depicts her picking up and toying with the Las Vegas sphere, the Post has learned. In a sharply worded letter to the Divas production company Parkwood Entertainment, Kathleen McCarthy of the law firm King and Spalding, which represents Dolan Sphere Entertainment Group, accused the firm of prominently featuring and manipulating imagery of the sphere without permission. Several social media users who attended her initial set of concerts in Los Angeles last week posted clips showing the video, which depicts a towering hundreds of feet tall Beyoncé striding through Las Vegas skyline. Beyoncé, many orders of magnitude larger than sphere venue, leans over, picks up the venue and looms over it. McCarthy wrote in the Thursday letter obtained by the Post. Sphere accused Beyoncé, who has never visited the venue, of impressionable use and violation of the company's intellectual property rights, which has resulted resulted in significant speculation that Beyoncé will end her tour with a Sphere residency. SEG was never asked, and the prominent appearance and manipulation of SEG's Sphere venue in the video is unauthorized, McCarthy wrote in the letter. Sphere has given Beyoncé a Monday deadline to halt use of the imagery in her videos. If the singer fails to comply, SEG said it reserves all rights to take further action as SEG deems appropriate without notice. The company is likewise demanding that Parkwood cease and desist from using the Sphere's venue in the video immediately, in addition to refraining from using the imagery on any merchandise, promoting or marketing materials, or in tour movies. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour kicked off in Inglewood, California last week, with multiple dates at Sophie Stadium before heading to major cities including Chicago, Houston, New York, and London. I'm going to try. I really am going to try. We're going to try. The global trek will continue through late July, concluding with 2 performances at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Last year, the Post reported that Beyoncé's negotiations for a residency at the Sphere collapsed after the venue refused her request to shut down for 2 weeks of rehearsals. The singer's team also sought around $10 million for high-tech production, similar to what U2 received, further complicating talks, the Post previously reported. Beyoncé was said to be exploring a potential 100 show deal with rival venue MGM. The Sphere controversy erupted as Beyoncé has struggled to sell out dates for her Cowboy Carter tour. A glance at Ticketmaster's website showed that there were plenty of good seats available for her scheduled July 25th concert at Allegiant Stadium, which is just 4 miles away from the Sphere. The Post has sought comment from Beyoncé, but of course nothing. So now we get to the root of the issue. It is because Beyoncé's deal with Sphere fell through. Beyoncé needed 2 weeks to rehearse so that she could know every space and moment. Did I show you my little outfit? Let me show you my little outfit. It's like a lingerie top, and then it dangles all the way down here. It was a birthday gift that I got, and I live and I love it. It's all lace, and you know I'm not crazy about black, but I like black like this, where it's, you know, silky and it's got a little bit of lace. Let me show you the back. Are we living and loving? And then it just dangles on the side here. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I have gone ahead and gotten the yellow one, and then I'm wearing my Dolce & Gabbana in collaboration with Skims leggings, and they're quite fabulous, comfortable, fabulous. They're okay. I'm going out for lunch after this. Yes, you know how I am with my lunches. So that's what I do. Needless to say, it's because the deal fell through with Sphere. So they're like, you know what? If you're not going to collab with us, you can't use anything that's from us. You know? That's what this is. Very childish. Beyoncé, take it off. It doesn't matter. We have come and see you, mama. And I want to salute you. You're doing a fabulous job. And if it's true that there are tickets available, I will see if I can get a ticket and come and see you after, of course, I have my meet and greet. All right, my darlings, that's what's happening out here in the Beyoncé Cowboy Carter streets. I'm going to get my little cowboy outfits going. I'm going to get tasseled jeans, suede jeans. Maybe I should get that suede tassel jeans. That will look hot with like a white t-shirt, and I'll go down there and sing with Beyoncé. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby, and I'll see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah. All of my love.